Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? What I'm curious about and what I'm leading to in this question is what are your thoughts about the people who say, well, run girl, that's all him. This isn't you, don't deserve this, you know, that conversation because part of me, and I realize sometimes it just happens, but part of me truly believes the vast majority of times on either side of this, because women cheat too, let me fucking
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, there's that it's both people play a role in this. So how do you speak to that and how do you address that when it comes to just looking at and assessing your own experience and actions in this moment?
Yeah. Well, it's really hard. It's really hard because every situation is so different. But the bottom line is, I think cheating is always some sort of a call for help. It's all some sort of an I can't express this and I don't know what's going on. And it's a pain point. It's something that the person who cheats thinks it's a solution that's going to fix something and somehow I'm going to feel better. And it's just not. But there's can also be compassion that I understand you're not feeling well or confident or whatever, and that you're reaching out. But on the flip side of that, like the wound in me that I had to look at was I was really good at playing the martyr. I was the perfect wife. I was the perfect mom. I did everything perfectly for everyone, for everything. And I played that role well. And I played that role of the martyr that I'm doing it all and I'm doing it. When you look at like the vibrational match of that, what matches that? Somebody's going to take advantage of you. I acted like I should be taken advantage of. I acted like the long suffering wife. Now, did I cause the cheating? No. But that was the match, and that was my wound matching his wound. And had this not happened, I wouldn't have seen that in myself. I wouldn't have seen that in myself. And had this not happened too, he wouldn't have seen that in himself either.
Yeah, that's powerful. And I think that there's a, for lack of a better way to phrase this, like a coming to Jesus moment in that.
Very
Because
much.
because now you're going to have to ask yourself some really hard fucking questions.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about in that experience. Now, obviously, I think when anyone has a moment like this, you're beside yourself, you're dumbfounded, you're shocked, you're like, probably on another planet. What was the process for you just kind of in the beginning of this? Because please go ahead.
It was hell. I mean, it was absolute hell. I couldn't wrap my head around how this could happen to me. Like I said, it was like, I made everything perfect. I did everything right. How could this happen to me? And I couldn't understand it. And it was literally like a nightmare. And I threw up. I crumbled on the floor. I sobbed. I couldn't do anything. During a fight when I was finding out about this, he stepped on my foot and my toe was broken. I am a mover. I'm a dancer. I'm a mover. I have to move to process emotion. So, in addition to not being able to cope, I couldn't even walk or move my body because my freaking foot was broken. So, it was literally a state of collapse, a state of absolute crumbling collapse. And I would vacillate between rage and between wanting to numb everything and between not wanting it to be there. It was horrible.